Hello, everybody, wherever you may be, from coast to coast and sea to shining sea. Welcome back to the Shack in Oregon. This is Ham Radio Live. Thank you so much for coming. My goodness, surprise, surprise. Time is definitely not normal, right? I can't sleep tonight. Hello, everybody. It is a very early morning, October 3rd, Sunday, 2021, and hello, wherever you're coming from around the world. I know this is good for Europe and Australia. For North America, it stinks. I can't sleep. I figured, why not take you along for the ride? From the four winds of the world, away we go. Hello, everybody, wherever you may be. My name's Larry. My call sign's Kilo 7 Hotel November. It's 2 a.m. Yeah. You know, it's just the shoulder. Just they both are really hurting. It's just one of those nights. So, let's just have some fun with Ham Radio. Let's talk about the show. Let's have some fun together, all right? I'll get you some welcomes in a moment. I'll hopefully stop shaking the camera with this pillow. If you'd like to get into Ham Radio, I want to really encourage you that this really is important to listen to. If you'd like to make calls from a radio, you've thought about doing it maybe your whole life, right? And you've thought about, talking to really exotic destinations or places a long way from where you live, and it's something you've always wanted to do. Now is an excellent time to start studying to get your license. It really is, because the HF part of ham radio, which is where you make your long calls, okay, that relies on solar cycles. Our solar cycle 25 is beginning, is starting to come up now, and it takes roughly maybe about another 3 or 4 years. It's going to peak, and then it's going to slowly go away. But in this time, the best calls you'll make in the next 11 years are going to happen. So it's really important to start now. It really is. And the best way to get started is to find a national radio club who can direct you to a local radio club. That's how it works. Try any of these 5. Just hit the Contact Us bar. Let them know where you're at, and then they'll help you find a local radio club. Then contact that radio club, let them know where you're at, and they will help you get connected to a local club, and you can get to ask them questions and see if ham radio is for you. First would be the American Radio Relay League at www.arl.org. Second of all, my mates in UK love the radio side of Great Britain. We'll show a video for them today. www.rsgb.org. In Canada, the Radio Amateurs of Canada, www.rac.ca. Over in Japan, the Japan Amateur Radio League at www.jarl.org. And in Australia, the Wireless Institute of Australia at www.wia.org. If you'd like to hit us up on the email, have a show suggestion, maybe a question or maybe a comment, please feel free. Reach out to me at cqhamradiolive@gmail.com. I'd like to help channel out with just reaching people and trying to continue this passionate mission to try and help encourage people like you to join ham radio. Please help us at PayPal at Proverbs356@me.com or on Patreon at Ham Radio Live. Good morning from Oregon. It's good to see you. Just a moment. Man, I needed that. Good morning to you all. Very early here in Oregon. First of all, some welcomes. My mate, Martin in the Netherlands. Martin, I think this is the first time in a long time that you have been first. Welcome. You made it. First in from the Netherlands. That's my friend Martin. His call sign is Papa Echo 9 Tango India Golf. For folks that watch other YouTube channels, this is different. This is a ham radio talk show that's live, and it's about ham radio and shortwave, and it'll help give you the weather. We'll give you news. We'll give you all kinds of information, and we'll hopefully have something that might be of interest to you. And the shows in their entirety are really about different subjects, so that maybe if there's something you're interested, you can learn about it, and it'll help you. That's the whole point. So, Martin, thanks for being here. My brother up late tonight. He's having a rough night, too. Boy, we both are. Courtesy of WI5. That's my brother, Bob. Bob, thanks for coming. Appreciate you being here. Sean Murdoch from Belfast in Ireland. Golf India 7, Uniform Lima Golf. Welcome, Sean. Good morning to you. It's great to see you. Thanks for coming. Kel in Norway. Hello, my friend. Lima Bravo 0, Yankee India. Nikolai is here from Romania. Hello, Nikolai. Good morning, maybe good afternoon to you, I guess, huh? Po Butt Cracker Box, all the way in Eugene, Oregon. Hi, Po Butt. Good morning. It's early for you as well here. And my friend Dave, bless his heart. Bless his heart. Dave, and Dave, he's guys helping us with cancer care for Bob. And we're in a little conundrum now if we're moving to Phoenix or not. Dave couldn't sleep, and look who's on the air. I'm excited. Waiting on my hex antenna. Best to you and Bob. That's Dave. Whiskey Bravo for Oscar Romeo Charlie. Dave, thank you for your help for Bob. Thank you. Thank you. For folks who don't know, my brother's fighting stage 4 cancer. He has been for a long time. And we're possibly looking to change oncologists to see if we can maybe get someone different to help him. So Dave has been very instrumental on that. And we appreciate your help, Dave. And thank you for all your prayers. Let's get to the weather. This could be different because this really isn't going to help North America so much. It's going to help Europe and Asia and Australia. So let's take a look. Weather powered by Icom. Icom for the love of ham and shortwave radio. Here's your A1A. Not as bright as it was last time. Solar flare activity, you can see. And there's a difference between A1A and solar flares. Okay, solar flares, you can kind of see, you're looking for flares that, are coming up. You can kind of see it there, kind of at the top third of the sun, the center. Kind of a solar flare there. And you can see some bright spots on the edges of the corona as well. Solar stability the last 3 days. We have had a couple of C-class flares, but we haven't had a big increase in the solar number. K-index has really been up and down, up and down. K4 yesterday only once, hit it 3 times 2 days ago. And so far we're at K2. Quiet conditions, not bad. MUFs yesterday. Now, this was right about, I think this was right about 8 a.m., 9 a.m. my time. So give you an idea of how the maximum usable frequencies around the world change. And this is really cool because it's really over about a 14-hour difference. So at the time, Alaska was at 11.25. Boulder, Colorado was at 23.09. Look at Chicxulub, Peru, 30.64. And Ascension Island, 32.48. Mid-latitudes, strong. Again, it's fall and spring. Those equinoxes put a lot of ionization right there at the middle of our Earth, right there at the mid-latitudes. So that's what we're seeing right now. And that's common for this time of year. Hermanus, South Africa, 30.41. Darwin, Australia, in the dark at 25.82. Current conditions out there right now. Alaska, look at that, 4.35. Now, it's dark most of the time. Boulder, Colorado, 5.79. Chicxulub, Peru at 19.78. Ascension Island, 24.21. Athens, Greece at 25.49. Look at Darwin, 28.53 megahertz. Current conditions out of Boulder. SFI number is 90. Solar number is 25. Remember that's not the number of sunspots. It's the number of groups of sunspots plus the sunspot. It's kind of a mathematical equation they use, but it's not the number of sunspots right now. A index is 8. K is 2. Aurora right now, latitude is at 67.5. Means that you're not going to work the aurora. If you're going to be bouncing your signals up off the aurora, like in the movie Frequency. It's kind of weird, right? Frequency, they're doing that on HF on 15 meters, but it's the aurora. It's like, that doesn't make sense, but okay. You can see your HF band conditions there from 80 to 17, 15, possible. Yep. EME degree, looks like it's going to be fair today. Ham radio forecast for today, around the world, powered by Icom. Icom for the love of ham and shortwave. Your voice should be 20, 17, 15, possible 12 in the northern hemisphere. Equatorial latitudes run 20, 17, 15, 12, and 10. Southern hemispheres 20, 17, 15, 12, and 10. Data should run 30 to 10 all latitudes. Nighttime hand bands 160, 80, 75, 60, 40, 30. SDX on 40, but you'll hear it on 20 right around sunset and about an hour afterwards too. Shortwave bands today 31, 25, 22, and 19. Shortwave nighttime 120, 90, 75, 60, 49, 41, 31, 25, 22, 100% chance still, 19, open till about an hour after sunset, and then the signal's going to fade away. Excuse me, just the way it works this time of year. We're at the equinox. Welcome to the show. For the folks in North America, you see this and they go, what the heck? He just show in the middle of the night? Yep, he sure did. All right. Good morning to Aaron, all the way in the UK. Hello there, Mike Whiskey 7, Oscar Foxtrot Sierra. It's nice to have you on the show. Thanks for being here. Received a nice video message from Gunter, DK50NV. It was regarding a de-expedition we talked about on Friday. Remember we talked about Comoros? And that ends, by the way, yesterday, so October 2nd. Okay, so that one now is over. But he talked about that because he got to work them. He's pretty excited about it. Let's take a look at him. This is Gunter, DK50NV from Germany, talking about working this special de-expedition Delta 6 in the Comoros.
Hey Larry, how you doing? K7HN. This is your friend Uncle Gunter, DK50NV. Of what I found out about was, this is a de-expedition team. Delta 60, Delta 60, Alpha Charlie. Page managed by Sugar Papa 9, Foxtrot India Hotel. And there is a link, the expedition site. I already clicked on it. And then you will get forwarded to this page. The expeditions about Delta 60 Alpha Charlie and Delta 60 Alpha Delta. Very interesting. Where's the mouse? There's the mouse. Man, they got, look at this. Palm trees, and this is like a castle, man. Look at this.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Wow.
Yep.
And there is a goat.
Gunter. That's Gunter.
Okay, look at this. They got some antennas here, fiberglass pole, and what else is that? You need to check that out, Larry. That's very interesting. Maybe for your tonight's show, or for tomorrow, or just any other day. Let me click on the call sign. Sugar Peter 9, Foxtrot India Hotel. Yeah, and that's him. That's Janusz, the guy. He is from Poland, and he is running a de-expedition. Gunther worked him. I was unable to record it because everything happened so fast. So I got him in the logbook. I will try to email him. There's the contact. 28th of September, 14:55 UTC time, on 15 meter band, 21,295. So Uncle Gunter is not a liar. No, and he's not a show.
So that's Gunter, DK50NV. Thanks for sending the video all the way from Germany. I appreciate that. I want to welcome a dear friend of mine. This is Kate Marshall. Kate's a real sweet girl. Kate was a person who used to watch my old YouTube channel. Yeah. And Kate, it's so nice to see you. Thanks for coming. This is about ham radio. It's my passion. I've always been interested in radio, and you know, it's always been my first love, so that's why I do this now instead. But it's so nice to see you. I'm hanging in there. I'm doing all right. Just had shoulder surgery, and Bob is doing okay, and I hope you are too. Kate, it's really an honor for me to say hello to you this evening. Thank you, Kate. Thank you. Thanks, Kate. If I could clap, I'd clap. I really would, because I'm happy to see you. Thanks for being here. So, Kate, that's pretty special. That's really special. All right. We're going to talk a little bit about the expedition, about the RSGB convention next weekend. Okay, now there's some things coming up next weekend, all right? In Great Britain, the RSGB convention happens on 2 YouTube streams, and there's going to be a ton of information on both of them, all right? The Andrew Barron, Zulu Lima 3, Delta Whiskey, I believe it is. He's going to be, presenting a brand new presentation regarding software-defined radios that just might change the way you think about them. Plus, Ray Novak, who is the Icom North America head salesperson. He's a senior sales manager, as well as part of their marine and aircraft division. Yeah, oversees both. Man is busy. But he also will be doing a great presentation for the RSGB in Great Britain for de-expeditions. Don't break the bank. Should be fun. So I'm looking forward to Ray also maybe coming to Ham Radio Live before the end of the year. We'll wait and see. Callum McCormick, Mike Zero, do you really have M0MCX? My goodness. DX Commander, the man that builds antennas like crazy. He's coming to the channel October 20th at 20 UTC. Let's take a quick look at Cal.
Mike 0, Mike Charlie X-ray. CQ, M0, MCX. Mike 0, Mike Charlie X-ray. Mike 0, Mike Charlie X-ray. Mike 0, Mike Charlie X-ray. CQ, over. Again?
Italy Zulu 6, Foxtrot X-ray Sierra.
I've got Italy Zulu 6, Fox something sugar again. Italy Zulu 6, make your call.
Oh, thank you very much, Carl. Very good evening. This is Italy Zulu 6, Foxtrot X-ray Sierra, Florida, X-ray Sugar. Over to you. You're 5-9 in Central Italy, over.
Yeah, also 59. Really fine. Name here is Cal. I'm in Southwest England, over.
Oh, I know it. I know you very, very well. I follow you on YouTube. I watch your videos. I'm a fan. Can we say that? Over.
You can do. What's your name, my friend, over?
Oh, my friend, my name is Norm, like November Oscar Radio Mike. November Oscar Radio Mike, over.
Norm. Well, fantastic. Thank you very much for watching me on YouTube as well. Norm, it's really tremendous. Without the preamp on, you're 5-9 plus 10. Really, really strong, Norm, over.
Oh, thank you very much. Here conditions are nothing special. 400 watts into a V-shaped dipole, my friend. No worries, no problems here. And I think you're doing the heavy lifting here because, as I said, my station is so special, over.
Well, I tell you what, absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much, Norm, for saying hello tonight. Hey, you're my first call tonight. I've done some 20 meters and 40 meters today, but you're really tremendous. Norm, see you next time. Good luck, my friend. I'm sounding okay, Roger?
Thank you, Carl. It's been a pleasure. 73, my friend. That was nice.
That's going to be coming up October 20th at 20 UTC. Callum McCormick, Mike 0, Mike Charlie. Sorry, I always want to say it the wrong way. It's because we do have someone here with a very similar call sign. M0 MCX, DX Commander, the man who builds the very best ham radio antennas in the world. No question about it. Callum McCormick, 20 on 20. Remember, October 20th, 20 UTC. Join us for Callum McCormick Live. He'll be taking your questions about antennas. Yep, and also talking about his great line of antennas, as well as his wonderful YouTube channel. Looking forward to that. On the 30th of October, Randy Hall, Kilo 7, Alpha Golf Echo, joining us live from Southern Oregon to talk about his ham radio life. He's been in ham radio since 1968. Good guy, and he's got great advice for you building a ham shack, perhaps antenna, tuner questions, amplifier questions, radio questions, whatever it may be. This is an excellent time for you to ask someone with a ton of experience to help you out with that. Fred Denon from BeLoud.us will be here. He's going to talk about his incredible company called BeLoud.us. Gives you a chance to be the commander-in-chief of a superstation. I mean one with, directional Yagis and, on one tower or two towers, and you can really have a lot of fun. Fred's going to talk all about that with us. That's going to be on November 27th at 20 UTC. Also coming for the end of the holidays, Mrs. Martin F. Jew, Mr. MFJ, going to be celebrating his 49th year at MFJ. We're looking forward to having Mr. Jew join us. Also by request and by his kindness, Eric from Ham Radio Concepts, Kilo Juliet 4 Yankee Zulu India is coming to talk to you about not only his YouTube channel, but his career, his life, his, all the stuff he's accomplished. And I'm proud of him. Eric is a young man who's done an awful lot. And he's really, really humble and a really kind dude, too. He's going to be taking your answers, taking them and helping you with your answers. And, you got some questions you might want to ask Eric, fire them away. We'll get you a date as soon as we can on that. Okay? We've got a trivia question. For gosh sakes, you darn right we do. And by the way, Kate, a very special belated birthday to you all the way there where you are in the world. Thank you for coming. Happy birthday. Happy birthday late. We just went dark. Sorry. Light. No. Wait. Trivia question. Here we go. All right. And you got to read this carefully. Okay? You need to read this carefully. Is there any relationship between 40 and 15 meters? If so, what is it? Is it A, they're completely unrelated? B, 40 is a harmonic of 15. C, 15 is a harmonic of 40. Or D, 15 and 40 meters both became amateur bands in 1955. Hit me up with A, B, C, or D. We'll let you know who gets the answer right tonight on the show. All right? In news right now, we've got from the RSGB, resumption of face-to-face exams take place right now in Great Britain, thankfully. You know, during COVID, over 6,800 candidates went through distance learning and passed their exams. Now they're going to be face-to-face, which is great because it helps people to learn and learn effectively. Also, deaf pupils are set to speak with ISS crew members in a world-first event. This is happening in the UK at Maryhare School for Deaf Children in England. Gives them an opportunity to speak with an astronaut via amateur radio. It's really cool. They're going to take 10 questions from the kids, and their teachers are going to give sign language back the answers for the children's questions. What a great idea. It's going to be great. It's going to be happening sometime during October 10 through 17. Question to, and you're already piling in. Is there any relationship between 40 and 15 meters? If so, what is it? All right. The first question, the first one comes in, is from the UK, and the first one is actually correct. It's Aaron, Mike Whiskey 7, Oscar Foxtrot Sierra. He says 15 is a harmonic of 40. He is absolutely correct. Well done again, Aaron. Nice work, man. Yeah. Gunter also got it correct. Kate, you just missed that one. Not too far off. And Nikolai, not too far off either. Not too far. Let me explain why. Okay. Harmonics, and I went back to the dark camera. Sorry about that. Harmonics are things that are multiples. Okay. When you build an antenna, all right, for 40 meters, right, you're building an antenna that's going to work basically for around 7 megahertz. Let's just use 7 as the baseline. Okay. Every third harmonic, that antenna will also resonate. Did you know that? Yeah. So if you have a 40 meter antenna that's built for 7 megahertz or 7.1, whatever, at 3 times that number, it will also work. Okay. So in this case, it's not going to work for 20 meters. Okay. Because that's a second harmonic. But the third harmonic is 15 meters. That's 21 megahertz. That's why on 40, if you're going to build a nice 40 meter antenna, you on the third harmonic also have a 15 meter antenna. You also really scratch the surface of 6 meters as well. So congratulations to Aaron. Aaron's call sign is Mike Whiskey 7 Oscar Foxtrot Sierra. He is correct for UK, and now Europe has 20 points and North America with 5. My goodness, we got a lot of work going, a lot of time yet here this month. All right. We're going to talk a little bit. We're trying to take a look at the rig to see if maybe we make a call or two. I'm not sure. We'll see. I checked frequency. The signal's getting out pretty well. We're using Cal's DX Commander Classic. It's about 30 feet up, a little over 30. And let's take a listen. We're on 40 meters at 7.183. I don't think many people from North America are awake right now. Let's listen for a moment. Make sure no one's on van. See if anybody's there. Checking frequency availability. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November. Not hearing anybody, so we should be good. Kate, nope, not really. Yeah, my Facebook and Twitter actually are Ham Radio Live now. That's what they are. Andy Cowley, my mate from the UK, is here as well. Andy, good evening. Good morning. I'm sorry you to say good evening to you. Good morning. Good morning to you. Wait a minute. It's almost afternoon, right? Sorry. It's 2:27 a.m. here. Sorry. Yeah, Kate, not too much there on Twitter and Facebook anymore. Checking frequency availability. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November. Just checking SWR to make sure that we're flat. Nope, we got somebody close. All right. Somebody's close by, so we're going to go ahead and move. We'll move to 87. I'm going to take a look there, listen for a second. I don't want to step on somebody. Checking frequency availability. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. So we are set up so generals can take part. Also in a place that people from, continents that can work from 7.1 to 7.2 can take part. I have heard the signal reach into the southeastern United States as well as out to Hawaii. So we'll see how far we can reach today. Maybe we'll make a call. We'll find out. If we can't, we can't, but we'll give it a shot. Like I say, it's 2:30 in the morning here. Checking frequency availability. This is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November. Yeah, Kate, I'm usually here when I can be. Bob's health has not been the greatest, and I'm trying to take care of him and help him to stay healthy. So his cancer's come back pretty bad. And I'm grateful you're here. Thank you for being here. Again, for folks that are, regulars to the channel, Kate was part of my old YouTube channel here on YouTube, and she's a dear friend, and she just happened to show up tonight. I'm really grateful she did. All right, let's make a CQ call and see if someone can hear us. CQ40, this is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November. Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ on 40 meters. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ 40 meters. From Oregon, this is Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ and listening. And you never know. Lots of VKs there in Europe. You're picking on 20 right now. We can take a look at 20. I don't think we'll hear everybody here at this time of night, but it doesn't hurt to see. Let me give one more CQ call. CQ on 40 meters. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ, any station, anywhere. Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ on 40 and standing by. CQ's like putting a fishing lure in a big old pond and hoping the fish will bite it. We do have a signal next to us. Just wait for a second, see if maybe someone can hear us. CQ on Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. CQ, any station, anywhere. From the state of Oregon, this is Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ on 40 meters and standing by. All right, to get someone real big here. Kilo 7 Hotel November, QSY. Let's listen right here. We got a signal here, and we have one that's right next to us over here. So let's try and take a listen to the one that's close to us, and we'll see what they have to say. And Kate, this is a great question. I like this question. Hold on. Let's hear, so we can make a call to this guy. I'll answer your question.
CQP, November, X-ray 6 Tango. CQP, November, X-ray 6 Tango.
Kilo 7 Hotel November.
November, X-ray 6 Tango.
Here, stop the recorder. The playback. You always can tell they're hitting the playback button. Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, good morning.
Kilowatt 7 Hotel November, good morning. 152 Riverside.
QSL, you're coming in 5-9 here into Oregon. Independence, Oregon is my QTH. How's the contest going for you?
Okay, you're probably a 5'8", but I've got a lot of QRN. Thanks for the Oregon. Am I your number one?
Yeah, you'll be 001. You're actually on a YouTube show that helps to encourage people to come into ham radio. So thank you very much for picking up my call. I do appreciate it. I'll give you 73. November X-Ray 6 Tango. Thanks for taking the time. Kilo 7 Hotel November. My very best to you and your family. God bless you in 73.
Good luck.
All right, so that would be a contester, and they're just calling CQ to try and make contest points for the state of California because it's California QSO party. Remember? This weekend. It's that day. There you go. So Kate asks about this ham radio stuff, how it works. It's a good question. Ham radio works many ways, actually. You can use a keyboard. You just put your keyboard down and start, typing away. And, text messaging, Kate, actually started on ham radio. We started making, communications by sending messages to each other. And then when phone companies picked up on it, they thought, hey, that's a neat idea. And then came text messaging. But it started on ham radio. You can also use a microphone like I just did. That gentleman's in California. And how that signal worked was it goes up into the atmosphere and it bounces off of the ionosphere of the Earth, which is way up. It's, can be 200 kilometers up. Hits the ionosphere and it bounces back down, refracts back down to Earth. And if it's within the area where the gentleman can hear it, he'll call me back. And that one there was to a gentleman in California. We'll find out where he's at. November 6 X-Ray Tango. So let me find out where he's at, and we'll get a good idea of how far away he is. So it takes a license. You need to study pretty hard. There are 3 licenses in the U.S., but it's worth it. It's a ton of fun to do this. And Kate, it's something that for me personally, I always wanted to do. Always wanted the opportunity to have my ham radio license. I waited too long to get it, to be honest. So yeah, that was me. But it's a fun hobby, and I've talked to people from all over the world, which has been the best part of all. I've met some wonderful friends. In fact, these people that are here on this channel are from all over the world, believe it or not. That call was 45 miles north of San Diego, California. So that was roughly 1,000 miles. So that was nice to do. So that's it, Kate. Yeah, works that way. It takes a lot of study, but you can meet some wonderful people and lifelong friends on ham radio. In fact, they can save your life too. Good people, really good people. Let me see. Get me back to your questions real quick so we can work out here. Got some bad weather in Germany, according to Gunter. Is about to go portable today. Been up all night. Tell me, buddy. It's 2:35 a.m. here. I'm still awake from Saturday, bud. Oh, it stinks. This shoulder's killing me. And Aaron, that's funny. Aaron from Europe is telling Kate it's witchcraft. LOL. Yeah, it's kind of, Kate. The best way, just a second, kiddo, just a second. Okay, my friend, hang on. Pardon me. The best way to describe it is when conditions are really good, our atmosphere has areas, way up high that the sun, when the sun has sunspots on it, will charge up. It's called the ionosphere. And when it charges it really, really good, our signals, even just with 100 watts, believe it or not, you probably got 100 watt light bulbs in your home still. 100 watts, and you can work thousands and thousands and thousands of miles with it. It's just a lot of fun. It's really fun. And it's something that I really enjoy a lot. It really is a lot of fun. And people here, let me introduce you to real quick, Kate, because you're new and, interested a little bit in ham radio, and you followed a long time my previous YouTube channel. This is Gunter from Germany. He is here from, the Wiesbaden area. And his call sign, ham radio people have legal call signs. They're given by the government. They're, whoever is like in the United States, the FCC. So in Gunter's case, Germany, it's by their legal authority. His call sign is Delta Kilo 5 Oscar November Victor. That's why it says DK5ONV. That's his legal call sign. And then you see Aaron up here. He's in, I believe, Aaron, is it, no, you're in Ireland, I think, right? No, not Ireland. You're in Wales. Mike Whiskey 7 Oscar Foxtrot Sierra. So that's in the UK, all right? And then we have Dave, who is a dear friend of mine. He's here from the state of Arizona, Whiskey Bravo 4, Oscar Romeo Charlie. That is Dave. Here's Kjell. Kjell is here from Norway. His call sign Lima Bravo 0, Yankee India. So he's all the way from Norway watching the show. A dear friend Nikolai, who's just a little younger than you, Kate. He is all the way in Romania. My brother Bob is here. My dear friend Sean Murdoch is here all the way from Belfast, Ireland. Golf India 7, Uniform Lima Golf is his call sign. And then Martin, who's a dear friend of mine as well. He's in the Netherlands, in Holland, and his call sign is Pop Echo 9, Tango India Golf. Now, we've introduced you to the whole gang here on Ham Radio Live. So it's, I think we got everybody. Did we miss somebody? I don't want to miss anybody. Andy Cowley, too. Andy's here. 2 Echo 0 Romeo Echo Echo is Andy's call sign. He's from Great Britain as well, and Andy's a great guy. So you've got some good people here that are nice people, and they're not that. They're really good guys. They're neat guys. Nikolai's call sign in Romania is Yankee Oscar 8 Nikolai India Kilo. So he's all the way in Romania. Kate says, it's funny. I ask my dad all the time if we can contact my favorite co-officers. Wilco officers, but because it's a sheriff's office, he says can't do that, LOL. I used to do a show that supported law enforcement and helped law enforcement, and I still believe very much in that. But my first love was radio, and that's why I brought everything here to do this show for everybody in radio, because radio was my first love, and it was easy to talk about. You know, it's just easy to talk about something you love. Frank Vick is here. Hi, Frank. Someone from North America is awake still. This is great. Whiskey Bravo 8 Papa. Frankie, it's good to see you. Frank, good morning to you. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it very, very much. Very, very much. All right. Let's see. Maybe if we can take a look. I always am nervous if I jump to 75 or 80 meters because, you know, it's 75 or 80 meters. But we'll take a quick look and see what it looks like on 75, 80. Okay? Hang on.
I got it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Good luck.
And again, we're using Callum McCormick's DX Commander all-band vertical, and I do have it also cut for 80. So we're just going to quickly tune, make sure that everything tunes up perfectly on it, because this just goes down to my fence at 5 feet high. It's all it does. So it doesn't, this isn't up high. It just does, it just does what it does. So it's a fantastic antenna, and it's in an inverted L position. So this isn't, up, at 40 or 50 feet. Unfortunately, it's not that high, but it does work well. Let's see. Let me back off the compression a little bit so you can hear it better.
flips down, so like when you're running a lathe or something, you don't have the wood chips hitting you in the face, and it kind of protects your whole face, it's like it's a, actually what they say they make out of it, polycarbonate face, and you put this headband on, and that's what actually holds that face shield. Like, we called this place soon, I was going to order a couple of them, and the face shields, the little, it kind of reminds you of, matter of fact, Jackson who makes welding helmets. And, but it's a clear, called a max view or something, because it's real big, huge lens in it,
Okay. And typical for 7580, there's a lot of people who just like to talk, and that's cool. That's where you find a lot of people that will spend a lot of time talking to you, just hanging out from all over the world. And it's beautiful. Most of the world, and keep in mind for new hams, there are different band plans around the world. For example, Region 1 stops at, 3.8, is that right? Same with Australia, I believe. 3.8 megahertz is their end of the 80-meter band. And so here in North America, we go to 4 megahertz. But, it's a little different. You're going to find your DX. Usually, DX means, for new hams, stations from outside the country, outside your own country. So between 3.750 and 3.8. typically we'll find your DX on 80 meters, technically 75. I tell you, folks, I love this radio. I really do. It has been a treat. All right, we got somebody here. And one thing nice about mouse control with this is that, like, if you're doing something live, like a YouTube show, right, and you're trying to make calls, you can spot the frequencies right away that people are on.
No, I didn't say I was any good at it. I just used to work on them.
Yeah, that's what I always say when I tell somebody I like to play quick. That doesn't mean I'm any good at it.
Try and take out a little bit of the hash.
Yeah, well, I wasn't good at it, but I didn't mind playing phone. But I've worked apartment maintenance and stuff for quite a few years.
Essentially taking off the RF gain. If you take a look at the screen, for folks that are new to the 7600, 7610 or the 7300, all right, when you, okay, let me try and move cameras real quick. Excuse me, guys. All right. So we're going to try and show you real quick on 7610s and 7300s a trick you can use for noise reduction. And I've shown you before, but it may not come as well as I'd hoped. So I'm going to add a scene real quick. All right, give me a second. You're going to show me hi again, and we're going to switch cameras, right? So on the 7610s, one of the things that you can do to help with noise reduction, if you want to take some hash out of the radio and make it sound a little bit better, okay? So you're not hearing all the static, right? You're just hearing a little bit less static and a lot more signal. What you can do is, let me zoom in a little bit and try and get you closer in with one arm. Okay. If you touch the RF gain knob, okay, you move the RF gain knob, which on this radio, this is going to be hard to do with the right hand, is right there. Okay, that outer ring. All right. If you revolve that outer ring, and for those of you who got sick, I apologize. If you revolve the outer ring, you're going to help to bring the hash out. But what's going to happen is next to the meter, okay, let's go back to the rig and you'll see what I'm talking about. Next to the meter, you'll see, if you take a look to the left of the meter, right underneath where it says S and above TX. Okay, so if you can see that area left of the meter, right above TX. Okay, you see RFG? That's your RF gain. All right. So if you move that knob too much, you're going to remove the ability of the radio to use the RF gain. Okay? Your RF gain for the radio, for it to work and help to bring in signals, is going to be nullified once that RFG light goes out. So keep that in mind. But let's take a look and listen to what it does to the signal quality of this signal. Again, this signal is not very loud. It's not coming in very, very strong. And hopefully they're still there. Yeah, there they are. Okay, now we'll turn up the RF gain and listen to the static or hash is going to come out of the sound of it, and you'll hear them better. Now you can't go too far with it, because if you go too far, you're going to cut it all the way off. See? Don't want to cut it all the way off. But for weak signals, it's a great tool to use to be able to try and bring out the hash and help you hear the signals better. Just a trick. Just something you can use for a trick. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to bring back the RF gain so it's working properly. Got a signal here. No. Very weak signal there. And we got some here. Nope, that's a little bit of RFI. So, but anyway, that's something you can do with the radio that will help you in terms of help to bring in a signal. Here's a big signal here. All right. So this is a guy that we just worked in just north of San Diego. Remember, we kept hearing his call sign over and over again, November X6 Tango. So he's hitting over and over again. He's hitting the playback button over and over again on his radio, so it'll transmit this. And we'll make his day by making a call on 75 as well as 40. Watch. Be fun.
CQP November X-ray 6 Tango.
Kilo 7 Hotel November.
Kilo 7 Hotel November 1531 Riverside.
It's nice to work you on 80 as well. Yeah, your number 002 Oregon, my friend, 55.
All right, thank you very much. Good luck.
Thank you. Have a good weekend. God bless you. 73 Kilo 7 Hotel November QSY.
73.
So there you go. That's working the same station on two different frequencies. He just simply moved. Most likely got a little bit bored making the same calls, but there you go. And there's the radio. So it gives you an idea of what the rig can do and how everything comes together. And I'm trying to put myself back. I apologize. We went way down on our scene screens here. So give me a moment here. All right, there we are. So on the 7610, similar to the 7300, they both do the same thing. The RF gain can be your friend. Just don't overuse it, okay? Remember, the RFG light there is there to help you, okay? It's there to help you. Also, don't forget the attenuation button to help bring down the signal noise, the hash noise out there. It'll help you really well. One thing that the 7300 has over the 7610 that I wish the 7610 had is the SWR meter. The ability to check your SWR curve doesn't have it on 7610. I wish it was there. I really do. It's a handy feature. I found it to be very, very helpful. So let's see. Catching up with all of you guys to say hello. And you guys are all talking to Kate. That's great. Kate, you made some friends tonight. How about that? That's pretty cool. Gunter, sometimes 30 watts of Ranger RCI 2950 did the trick. On bad condition, I ran 2,500 watts into my 4EL cubicle quad. That's good. That's good. And Nikolai's still trying to make his first contact. He's using UV5R. It's good coax, man. That's good stuff. I mean, nothing wrong with that. He's not sure if he should go HF, VHF, or, VHF, UHF. Well, he's in Sakavia. I think it was Sakava. Sorry. I really do not have the space for HF antennas. Yeah. I understand. And, I heard from somebody else had mentioned something about not having room for one of Callum's antennas. One thing I do want to tell you that is really, really good is that Cal's antennas don't misunderstand like the radials that you need to have, a million 10-meter radials. You don't. You can make a bunch of 3-meter radials. Seriously, as long as you have, if you had equal wire length, okay, to say 8, okay, quarter wave, say 40 meters, okay? And those would be roughly 32 feet long. All right. I know it's a lot of wire. But if you have a spot that's maybe only 4 feet or so around, you could just make a whole bunch of wires all around in a circle and have the same amount of wire on the ground, and you'll have a working antenna. You don't have to have long, long wires. So keep in mind, those antennas, Cal's antennas can go up in small areas, and they'll work brilliantly. They really, really do. Aaron says from UK, I depend on harmonics, no room for antenna farm, sadly. And that's what I'm saying. One thing good, Aaron, is that, even if you have a small space 4x4, it'll work. It really will. Yeah, guarantee it. It's a brilliant antenna, and like any vertical. I mean, ground radials are important, but they don't have to be quarter wave long. You can use 3 times of them, a third that length, or 5 times of them 20% that length, whatever. But the point is, you don't need them that long, and they'll be okay. They'll work. And his antenna is brilliant. I mean, that antenna I was thinking about last night. Cal's antenna, the DX Commander Classic, has worked from Slovakia for me here in Oregon all the way to, let me take a look at my map, excuse me. It's worked me to Thailand. Yeah, to the west. So Thailand to the west, Slovakia to the east. It's brilliant. This thing just works. So, excuse me, when I say I'm really looking forward to having Cal come on the show, it's because he's really good at antennas and will help you with them. But don't get locked into the trap of, gosh, I don't have space. I just don't, because some people don't, and I get it, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not trying to put you down. That's not it, please. But please understand, you can do a lot with a little. You really can. With a vertical antenna, you can do a lot with a little. You can even do more with a wire if you've got trees. Wow, dipoles. Don't knock dipoles. They're great. And that's, that call here was made to, about 1,000 miles in that inverted L position off of Cal's antenna. So thank you, Gunter. Thank you. I hope you heard the video I made earlier of you. Yeah. We talked about the expedition with the Comoros, and we had already done a segment on that before. So it's neat that you made that call. That's pretty cool. Yeah. And that's true. DX Commander antennas work with de-expedition teams all over the world. Raleigh, who we had on the channel last winter, ZL1BQD, he has helped Callum design a lot of antennas. Raleigh's a great guy. Raleigh is fantastic. Look for his YouTube channel. If you want to learn basic antenna theory, even receiving antennas, he's brilliant. ZL1BQD. It's a great YouTube channel. Look for it here on YouTube, and he'll help you. And he'll do a good job of that, too. So, all right, folks, I'm going to try and scoot so I can get some sleep. It's almost 3 a.m. I hope it'll work out. But if not, Cal said something interesting on the show. I'm going to share with you, and I'm going to tell you a quick story because it'll make you laugh. This will make you laugh. Let's hear the story first. Excuse me. Okay, so I've got an iPhone, right? All right. So this week, I go to my iPhone and I can't wake it up, right? I cannot wake the stupid thing up. And I'm literally frustrated, just like the screen just kind of, is kind of doing the jittery, right? The goofy thing. All right. I couldn't wake the phone up. And I'm like, what in the heck is going on with this stupid phone? Well, I couldn't wake it up. I call Apple Care. Apple Care says, oh, no problem, sir. It's easy. All we have to do is get an appointment for you. So we'll get you an appointment and we'll get you set up at the Apple store that's 50 miles away from your house. Brilliant. Okay, great. We'll get you there at 2:40. Excellent. I get there at 12 because I want to get home early, right? I don't feel good. I don't want to drive. It hurts. So I get there at 12. And they look at oh, I'm sorry, sir. We don't have you on the schedule. But the store 8 miles away has an appointment at 2:10 today if you want that one. Okay. All right. I'll take that one. So I get to the store that's like 8 miles away. I wait in line, long line, get in the front. And the guy looks at his little device. He's like, oh, sir, I'm sorry. We do have you on the calendar, but not until Friday. And this was on Wednesday. This happened. Now, I don't know if you've ever known the definition of a conniption fit, but I had mine. And I literally was at wit's end. I was like, I need my phone now. It's not working. Well, so the guy was cool. He lets me go in the store. I've had all this trouble with Apple Care and all these Apple stores to make the phone work. And I get in there and I wait for an hour and 40 minutes sitting at these little tables by the Genius Bar. Brilliant. So this lady comes over and she's so sweet. Bless her heart. She's just a really nice lady from Brooklyn, New York. And she comes up to me and says, oh, sir, I am so sorry. I really am. They should have told you this to begin with. All you have to do, and this, for people who have an iPhone 12, or I don't know, maybe the 10, 11, I don't know, to do a hard reset, which I didn't know, okay? You hit the up volume down button and you hold in the power button. And then what it does is it will sit there and go black, and then you hold it in until the Apple logo comes on. Hard reset's done. I didn't realize that's how they do it on these. I had no idea. She said, oh, sir, the person on the phone should have told you that to begin with. It would have saved you all this drive. It would have saved you the whole drive. Oh my gosh, I just could have absolutely screamed at that point.
Sorry, class is dismissed.
No
It's too late.
kidding. Just made me mad. But that's the way it went. Life was that way. But anyway, getting straight to Cal, because this is really good. Cal said this, and I agree 100%. If you're a YouTube producer, if you're a YouTube content producer, it all makes sense. It makes perfect sense. Okay? We watch our shows because we beat the crud out of ourselves for all the mistakes that we make on them. We do. Okay? We're the only ones that watch all of them. Like he made his comment, he's done over 750 shows, and he's the only one that's watched all of them. So he has to remind himself to repeat stuff, even though he said it so many times, because people may not have watched those shows. And you know what? He's brilliantly right. He really is, because the only people that really watch all of them are ourselves, because we want to listen and hear what we did wrong and get better at it. So Callum will be here on October 20th at 20 UTC. And the whole purpose of him coming, really, is to help all of you. That's no lie. He's coming to help all of you. So if you would like to come and learn about antennas, how to build a really good antenna, how to make one really sing for you, or maybe you have a question, right, about one of his products, Callum McCormick, DX Commander M0MCX, will be live with us October 20th at 20 UTC. And then he'll be able to answer those questions. Randy Hall, one of my favorite people on YouTube. He has been a ham since 1968. He's brilliant. He's humble. He's a great teacher, guys. He's really good. His call sign is Kilo 7 Alpha Golf Echo. He'll be here on the 30th of October at 20 UTC taking your questions. Also, Fred Denon from BeLoud.us. It's a company that's based out of Georgia. He's got lots of little superstations dotted in the East Coast and Southeast United States. He also has one on the island of Bonaire in the Caribbean. Yeah. You actually had the opportunity, to just a drink of water, went down the wrong pipe. Perfect timing. Excellent. So, Fred has even a station there on the island of Bonaire on a mountaintop. So he has great ability to make excellent DX calls. And you can operate that station from your computer at your house. No kidding. Per license requirements. Remember that. Okay. But Fred's going to be here on November 27th. For folks in the U.S., that is Thanksgiving weekend. He'll be here at 20 UTC to take your questions about BeLoud.us and tell you how you can run your own superstation. Martin F. Jew, one of the most amazing people and my favorite person of all on ham radio. He's humble. He's a guy who made it big. Okay. But he never changed who he was. He remained humble, kind, and compassionate. And he'll be here on sometime between now and Christmas to talk about his 49th year at MFJ. One of the biggest ham radio YouTube content producers on all of YouTube is going to join us here in the next few weeks. Eric, my man Eric Hoffer from Vero Beach, Florida. Kilo Juliet 4 Yankee Zulu India from Ham Radio Concepts. Going to be joining us live to take your questions. He'll be talking about different products. He'll answer your questions. And we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate Eric and all he's accomplished. He's a young man. He's done a lot. And he's worked hard for it too. So I'm honored that Eric came on. That actually was a request, by the way, from Andy from our channel. Andy asked, can you try and get Eric from KJ4YZI to come on the show and maybe talk about, his channel and stuff. And because he did, I did reach out to Eric, and Eric was kind of say, I'd be honored to. What a neat guy, right? So he's coming, and once we get the date, we'll get that scheduled out for you, okay? All right. Let's close the show because it's after 3 a.m. here in the Pacific time zone. It has been my true honor to see all of you guys today. Thanks for coming. It's the middle of the night. Here we are, and I'm grateful that you came. My name's Larry. My call sign is Kilo 7 Hotel November. The whole passion of what we do here is to help you to get into amateur radio. It's as simple as putting your computer on and getting a hold of somebody like this, the Wireless Institute of Australia at www.wia.org. Tell them where you're located, and they will find a radio club near you and help you to get licensed and into ham radio. Until next time, thank you so much for watching Ham Radio Live. God bless you wherever you may be. Goodbye, everybody.
And I'm afraid that's all from Radio 4 for the time being. Not for long, though. I'll be back with you at 5:45. But you don't have to switch off your radio now, because our long-wave and medium-wave frequencies will be carrying the programmes of the BBC World Service until we return. Enjoy your weekend, and do join us again if you can. This is Jenny Lane wishing you a very good night. Good night.
Evening, Dr. Brown. What's with the wire?
Oh, just